Here are all my updated Tomica Initial D collection since 2013, excluding the box set which are not included in this video. These are not my complete collection. I'm still missing a couple of Tofu Car which are now very hard to find. Hopefully I can find it one day at a decent price. Let's start with the Nissan Gtr R32. I remember this is one of the 7-Eleven exclusive in Japan back then. This R34 is driven by Kozo Hoshino from the Purple Shadow team. First thing to note, there is a chrome loss on the front wheel, which is a shame, but that can be salvaged by touching up with a chrome marker, which I do not intend to personally. It comes in metallic blue and plastic headlight, which is good. In terms of details, I like how the Nissan GTR logo is visible on the front and rear. Apart from the chrome loss, the other complaint is Tomica tried to cut corners because this casting is totally the same as the Tomica Premium R34, except for the wheelset difference. Next is the mysterious Toyota 86 from the Legend 3 movie, which stirs a lot of discussions among collectors and fans of the Initial D. You can see, unlike other casting, there is no driver feature on the outer box of this GT86. There's also a lot of discussion about the car plate number in the movie. I guess now I can link this GT86 with the current MF Ghost manga that I'm reading. There is a continuation of the Initial D. Just like the Tofu Car, this GT86 is the star in the MF Ghost manga. It's driven by the half Japanese Kanata, who is a student of Takumi Fujiwara back in the UK. Unlike the current red GT86 in the MF Ghost manga, this casting comes in dark metallic orange instead. And yes, Tomica will release a new MF Ghost GT86 that will come along with the manga in April or May. Next is the iconic Red Suns RX-7 driven by Ryosuke, which was released alongside with the FD3S back then. It's a very nice casting that features the Red Suns logo in the movie. I really like this wheelset, it's very unconventional, and I hope that Tomica will introduce more wheelset to their main line, just like what they did for Tomica Premium. Sad to say, this is the one and only RX-7 in this series, and is considered a pack warmer in my area. I can still see plenty of this RX-7 in our departmental stores. Next is the Skyline Gtr R32. This casting appears in the Legend 2 movie. It's driven by Takeshi from Night Kids. This is a very well-made R32 by Tomica. I remember I also did a Hot Wheels Fast and Furious R32 review, and they are on par in terms of presentation, although I can't say much about the quality control of Hot Wheels, which really sucks. Everything on this R32 is on point, but sad to say, this casting is still considered a pack warmer in my area. This Red Suns RX-7 driven by Katsuki has 4 different variations by Tomica. I just did a comparison for this casting with the latest 7-Eleven release. If you missed the video, you can click on the card above. In terms of the details and livery, it's very consistent with the white RX-7 which I featured earlier. The next variation, which is the manga version, it comes with the black hood. And it also features a real plastic spoiler, which is great. But unlike the Legend 3 version, it lacks certain details. And I also do not like the finishing for this casting. This is the latest 7-Eleven Japan exclusive RX-7. I believe this casting is still sold in Japan, but it's pretty hard to find. This latest RX-7 comes in metallic yellow, which makes this casting so unique among the RX-7 collection. The fourth variation is this Project D RX-7, which is also the very first RX-7 produced for Dream Tomica. Although this casting lacks in details, the quality is good. I also like the real plastic spoiler, not to mention the wheelset, which looks fantastic on this casting. And now for some rearrangement. This is the latest 711 Silvia, which I just featured. It's driven by Ikitani from Akina Speedstars, and this casting is looking really good. The metallic teal paint makes this casting looks premium, and it comes with a standard Tomica suspension as well as opening doors. This legendary Silvia is totally the same from the latest casting. You can see that the Akina Speedstars logo is presented differently. It has much more details in terms of livery, but other than that, everything is the same, including the body color and the wheel set. And now for the Tofu Car series. This casting comes along with the artwork of Initial D book that is in my collection. It's also bundled with the Red Suns Brothers action figures as well. Unlike the Dream Tomica that comes in box, this comes in a clear case with the sleeve labeled Initial D artwork limited edition for the casting. I really like the finishing for this exclusive AE86. It's very clean cut. There's also a very striking Project D livery on the rear window. And I like the black matte finish on the hood, which adds to the realism. There's also a label of artwork limited edition on this casting, which makes it special. And I really like the details on the rear, such as the added livery and the painting of rear lights in two colors. I'm happy to own this sleek looking AE86 that comes along with the book. This is the latest Tofu Car that is now selling at 7-Eleven in Japan. If you are in Japan now, you are in luck. It's the second Tofu Car that comes in white hood. In terms of details, it's wonderful for this reissue AE86. It comes with the Tomica standard suspension, opening doors, and improved livery, as mentioned in my previous video. My only complaint is the Tomica standard wheel set, which I've seen a million times. This is the first movie themed Toyota 86 in white hood. I have did a comparison between these and the latest casting in my last video. Although the details are not as great as the latest release, the wheel set is realistic. And here comes the highlight, the first issue of Tofu Car for Dream Tomica in 2013. There are 3 identical castings, with the number 145 as the reissue of the 2013 version, and I will showcase these 3 Tofu Cars for a very special reason. This Tofu Car caused a stir when it was released for the Asian market, and although the details are quite basic, it's very close to the manga. And now pay attention to the base. It's written Toyota 2013 Sprinter Torino. And now the second batch of Tofu Car, which is produced in 2013. There's a difference between this base and the latest version you've seen earlier. The base of the 2013 version, where the Toyota is printed, is being sent off, while the latest release is not. And now to compare the very first batch, which is released in Japan with a sticker. Everything is the same, but here comes the base. There is a very serious typo error on Toyota, which has now become Toyoya, and this is not looking good for Tomica to their partners Toyota. This error Toyota is recorded 1 or 2 days after its release back then. The error are replaced by the version on top and re-released into the market with the sticker version. Hence a very small error quantity of this error version remains for the iconic AE86. Remember to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel. Thanks everyone, bye!